Hey guys, so right now I'm wrapped up in a duvet because I am absolutely freezing. But I have just gone and collected my outfit and I have got a foam like joystick, I think it's called, foam joystick, and this is cola flavour because that is the only flavour that I really like. It's cherry, strawberry and cola I like. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of my video that I will be doing. So yeah, bye. Okay, so I am in the kitchen and I am going to be making some gingerbread men. Now I am going to be doing, I'm going to be the traditional gingerbread man, like the man shape. These are quite small ones actually, to be fair. But I'm also going to do a tray. But I realised I don't have any green like gel icing, so I'm going to have to use liquid icing, which I don't suggest you use because gels are a lot better for the icing, of course. And yeah. Oh, I've also already preheated my oven to 180 degrees, which is for a fan and a normal oven, or that would be 350 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. Now, I've also got my tray down like here, which you can't see, which I have buttered. Now, I don't use baking paper or baking parchment. You can use it, oh god, that's blurry. I don't use baking parchment or baking paper to do my trays because at the end of the day, once you're done with them, they just go to landfill. Whereas I use a butter, so when I butter it, when it goes in the oven, the butter will melt and it just stops anything from sticking to the tray, and once you're done with it, you don't have to worry about throwing away any of your baking parchment. So of course you can use baking parchment. I personally just prefer to use butter because it's more environmentally friendly, as you could say. Now, on to show me your ingredients. Okay, okay, so now for your ingredients, you will need 350 grams of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, then you will need 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, and you will need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You will also need 125 grams of butter. I am using unsalted butter because, yeah. And then, it's falling off my bowl. Okay. You will need 175 grams of light soft brown sugar. You will need 1 free-range egg. I'm using a medium-sized egg. Okay, so now that I've sort of focused, you'll need 4 tablespoons of golden syrup, which is 1 in the bag, because I'm not going to lift it up and show you it, because it's very sticky and that's why it's in the bag, and yeah, because whenever I use golden syrup, it sort of ends up everywhere. So, yeah. Now let's get on to how to make these. Thumbs up. Okay, so for the next stage you'll need a bowl and a sieve, or you can use a food processor, but I like to do it by using my hands, partly because I don't actually have a food processor. I have a food mixer, but it doesn't make my mixture into breadcrumbs, which is what you'll be needing to do. We'll be making these into breadcrumbs. Okay, so first off, you're going to put your 350 grams of flour into your sieve. Along with that, you're going to add your 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Also with that, you're going to do 2 teaspoons of You're going to do 2 teaspoons of ginger. You're going to just do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you're just going to sieve this into your bowl. And you're going to pretend it's snowing. And you're going to pretend that it's snowing and that it's got brown snow as well, which is a very rare variety of snow because it is, and it smells like ginger and cinnamon. Okay, so now I have got my, you're there, my butter, and of course I've cut this up, and now I'm just going to dollop this in with my flour, like my dry mix. My flour, my bicarb, my spices. And now you can do this very quickly by using your food processor, or you can do it like me, get your hands messy, which I think baking is all about, and make it into breadcrumbs by using your hands. Okay, so now I've got this to what I think is a breadcrumby consistency. Okay, so I'm going to put in my 175 grams of light brown soft sugar into this. I'm going to mix this with a spoon. I'm going to add in my egg. There we go. And my 4 tablespoons. I'm also going to add in my 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. Stir this all together. And so I haven't been letting you know for like the food processor people who are using food processor. It should still be in the food processor, and you should be pulsing this until the mixture clumps together. Basically, and if you're using a food processor, that's what you should do. You should pulse it until it clumps together. I'm sorry if you've gone like through this video and you're like, what should I do now? Should I get it out and mix it? Which he hasn't said, and if you've just gotten it out, I am so very sorry. This ain't really coming together. I've just gotten our electric whisk now because clearly this is not coming together as a whole. Okay, so after my mixture started clumping like together and everything, I tipped it out into a floured work surface and just kneaded it together until it was nice and smooth like this. And I'm just going to add a bit more flour to the work surface so that my mixture does not stick. And I'm just going to split this out. It's around. I'm going to grab a rolling pin and I'm going to roll this out. Okay, so I'm just going to angle it down a bit. I've rolled this out and now I'm going to take my cutters and cut these out. So I'm using a little tree one and a little like gingerbread man one. Bake in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. I prefer to do 8 minutes because of the thickness of my biscuits. Okay, so my biscuits have just come out of the oven. So now I'm going to start with my icing. I'm just going to take some regular icing sugar and put it in a bowl, add a little bit of water, and it needs to be nice and thick. And my battery is still flashing, so I'm sorry if it cuts out. Okay, so now I've put out my icing and I've put some water in them, and they should be really nice and thick so you can pipe them. Now I'm going to add my colouring. The first colour I'm going to add is green, and unfortunately I don't have the gel one of this, so I'm using a liquid one. I don't suggest you use liquid ones though, because gel ones are much better, but I've got to pick up a green one for my Christmas trees. But yeah, okay, so my green icing is in my piping bag. Now I'm just going to grab a biscuit, and got my true biscuit here. I'm just going to flood this. So basically I'm going to cover the whole biscuit in green icing. Okay, so I did my green ones and they are just setting, and now I've done a purple mixture here, and I've made it thicker than my green one because I found my green one really quite runny and hard to pipe. And now I'm just going to pop this in my piping bag and pipe like little dots around him, like make a little bow tie and everything to make it really cute.